everyone, I'm Rebecca from Beccascreations. Welcome to a brand new video of the series that I'm doing, my little mini series, which is the Every House a Different Disney Movie build in little tiny home specifically we're doing here. And yes, in episode 1 last week we did these 4 homes as part of this tiny home Disney Ultimate Challenge. We've done Lilo and Stitch, Tarzan, we've also done Peter Pan and the Jungle Book. So if you guys have not seen that, make sure you click the card because then you guys can see how I did all these homes. This is also part of a even longer series, which is just, well, basically I've done this concept twice before with princesses and villains, and this one's just about Disney movies, ones I haven't really had to go at yet mostly as well. I tried to specifically pick those, so we won't really have Little Mermaid in here, but that's because we've already done it in the Disney Princess version of this challenge. If you can even call it a challenge, I'm not really sure, but yeah, basically we're just making some Disney tiny homes, and I really love how these 4 have turned out. They turned out so great. I love them. So we're going to spin the wheel and see what our next 4 are going to be for this video, but obviously we're just going to do 1 for the minute and we're doing 1 at a time. We're not doing all 4 in one go. So I've got my wheel here to the side of me off camera, and there are multiple movies we have to choose from left. We've got the ones available left to do are Encanto, Wreck-It Ralph, Hercules, Zootopia, Alice in Wonderland, Big Hero 6, Fantasia, A King Movie, Winnie the Pooh, Lady and the Tramp, Mary Poppins, and The Lion King. So I'm going to spin the wheel and we're going to see which build we have first for this episode of this series. It's a bit confusing to explain, as you can tell. Okay, oh my gosh, we got Wreck-It Ralph. I literally predicted this. Literally at the end of last episode, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool if we got like Big Hero 6 and Wreck-It Ralph and like Zootopia together in one set? And we've already got Wreck-It Ralph, so I am really hoping that works out because I'd love to have like a little modern area here. Because I wanted these ones to all kind of be outdoorsy with my little wheels spinning, but I wasn't lucky in the last one, I didn't get one of those. But the Peter Pan one is still like my favourite one though, I think, out of all these builds. It's just not like a natural build like the other ones were, so it's a little bit out of place. But in this one, if we can get like all modern movies, that would be great. So yeah, first one's Wreck-It Ralph, which is what I'm really excited to do because I've done no Wreck-It Ralph things at all for this ongoing anthology of series of challenges of this thing. I just made you guys so confused right now. Right, let's just get building. Let's build Wreck-It Ralph. Hey everyone, I've now done the Wreck-It Ralph house, and this took me a very long time to do, surprisingly enough. It took me like at least 2 hours. I'm not sure how it took that long, but it ended up taking that long, and it's definitely the build that's taken the longest in this video. Well, not this video, but this series, I guess, so far, out of the 2 episodes, and yeah, it took a very long time to do this, so I hope you guys like it. So let's kind of do a bit of a tour. So this bit here is the little carts that Hubert comes on to tell Felix that Ralph has gone turbo. So they're like a mini train station there. We've got these really creative bushes at the front, which look like the little square trees in the film. And we've got this cute little entrance. This bit was really hard to do, but I had to manually make this little top bit, but it looks really cool. Got a little balcony, and we've got these windows. So yeah, it's really nice. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. It just took way longer than I anticipated it to take. Okay, let's do the 4 floors. So we're on floor 1 currently, and our Wreck-It Ralph build. This is like the kitchen. I think this is super cute. The top floor and the bottom floor are both based off the Nicelanders and their style, whereas the second and the third floor are based off Ralph and Penelope. Yeah, based off them, one of each. Anyways, the kitchen. We've got a cute little desk here. So yeah, this is very posh because it's based off the Nicelanders. Because I mean, this whole building technically does, but Ralph also technically wrecks it, so it's all technically his building. And we've got a little living bit here. We've got a really fancy dining room here. So yeah, as you guys can tell, it's definitely very much based off the Nicelanders vibe that I got in the movie from them. And then these 2 middle floors where it's like a different shade of brick, I've gone for different themings. This is the Ralph floor, so totally different vibes. So we've got stuff all over the floor, we've got muttered up paper, we've got crazy curtains, we've got holes in the floor. This is definitely a Ralph vibe, mostly because he's mistreated, so it's not even his fault it's like this, but this is definitely his sort of lifestyle, so that's what I tried to emulate in his bedroom. Is very nice. And there's also a little bathroom in here as well. Just kind of roughened up, but it's cool, it works. And then the 3rd floor is what I call the Penelope themed floor. So we have this cute living room, which I adore. And then we've got this little gaming computer. We've got all these displays. Also this chair here is meant to represent Ralph and him reading a little book thing. And this is meant to represent obviously Penelope. So very, very cool. And then we've got this cute little nook here with some reading, and you can sit down there. Little fireplace. It's just a really cute little build, and obviously you can go all the way down there to get all the way around. Yeah, it's really nice. This is the Penelope themed floor, lots of food in it everywhere. And this top floor is another Nicelanders themed floor. So this one's based off the dance party rooftop place where the whole convo with Ralph and Jean begins, and they have the cake and they have the dance. So yeah, I also had to do a party dance floor, and this is what this floor is meant to be. I also blocked off this door so you can't actually walk out of it, or else you just fall flat on your face, because this isn't a real balcony, this is a fake balcony. So I was yeah, I should probably cover that up. So yeah, that's I got an invisible fence around it. And there we go, that is the entire build. It took so much longer than anticipated, and it's basically not even a tiny home, it's basically how big the building would actually be, to be honest. And yeah, it turned out really well. Look how huge it is next to all the other ones though, it's ginormous, but you can definitely tell it's Wreck-It Ralph, which is the main thing. Anyways, let's spin the wheel and see what our next build is for this video. Okay, we've got, drumroll please, we've got Fantasia. Ooh, like a Mickey Mouse theme build next, so we'll do that over here. everyone, I've now completed the Fantasia build. This is based off Merlin's castle, specifically from Kingdom Hearts, so I can't find a reference to it in the actual Fantasia movie other than his basement. So this is like more so based off the Kingdom Hearts design of this castle, so I'm not sure how accurate it is, but I like the design of it either way. It gives like medieval vibes, it just is really cool. It's very small though, so I have to add a little basement for the magic stuff. So let's just start on there first actually. So if we go to the basement, which is like outside, we have this little inside bit now. I kind of want to go into build mode in a minute to show you guys this at night, because it's way better at night in here. But this is like the magical basement shown in the Fantasia segment. Because even though this is like a Fantasia movie build, I did mostly base it off the Mickey Sorcerer Apprentice sequence, so in my opinion that's the most iconic bit in the movie, other than the Bald Mountain bit, because that bit is also iconic, but this is my personal favourite section, so I wanted to do a big homage to that. So yeah, this is the bit where Mickey has like the book, and then I've also got a lot of star references because of the hat has stars in it. So we've got the book he reads, we've got the water, we've got the brooms, we've got another bucket, we've got the sorcerer hat here on the floor. We've got a bunch of just magical, mystical, like equipments and more, of course, of the brooms. The brooms are very iconic. Got a little chair there for Yen Sid. It's a very cool room. Now I want to show you guys this at night, because like I said, it looks way better at night. Because obviously it's like an outside place. There we go. So this is it at night. Yeah, like I said, way better at night. So this is like his underground. This is like Yen Sid's underground magical place to do all his magic. And obviously this is where Mickey steals the book and all the water goes everywhere. Now the water is like actually move up, like it actually moves, which is really cool. So yeah, I definitely wanted to have water in this build because obviously that sequence is just so iconic with him like riding the book with all the water everywhere. It's just had to happen. Anyway, so that's like the iconic room from the Fantasia segment with Mickey Mouse. Now this is like the house generally, so this is like the really tiny living room. So we've got like a little chair for Yen Sid here, got a little candle bit there. Like I tried to give like some older furniture, because obviously if it's Yen Sid's house, you know, it's quite an old wizard. So yeah, I went for a really cute wizard vibe, and yeah. The house is very skinny, so I couldn't fit a whole lot in, but I did the best I could with what we had. This is like Yen Sid's bedroom. Can we get in here? It's really hard to show off this build because it's so cramped and small. But we have like a little dresser, plant, a mirror, a really cool wizard looking mirror. And we've got this little bedroom, yet again more star imagery, because stars are just everywhere in Fantasia's imagery. And obviously Mickey's hat, stars in it, so I just had to include a lot of star imagery. Had to happen. So that's his bedroom. Then this floor is the like kitchen stroke dining room, which is quite nice. I think it's a really cute room. The bedroom and the kitchen are probably the biggest, but they do their job quite nicely. And the top floor is the, or is this the second top floor? No, this is the top floor. And this is the bathroom. Pretty small, pretty cramped, but it does its job. So we've got a shower, a sink, toilet, a towel. So yeah, a very cramped space in this build, but it is really cool. Like I said, the basement is really fancy. I would have liked to have the basement like come through the actual tower, but the tower is just that small. I can't even fit a ladder going down, so I just moved it this like hidden grotto down the back here. So yeah, you can access it outside. And yeah, it's just a really cool build. Like I said, I did base off the Kingdom Hearts design, but I think it looks really good. So yeah, this is Yen Sid's house. This is Ralph, which is quite good. Okay, now let's spin the wheel and see what our next film is. We've got 2 more left of this specific video. These 2 have taken a while to do. Oh my gosh, we got another cool one. Another one based off Mickey Mouse and Friends, which is a Goofy movie. Oh my gosh. completed the build for the Goofy movie, so let's have a little look. Let's get the roof on first. Let's have a little look. Oh my gosh, with a rainbow in the background too. Perfect. Perfect image. Yeah, this is the Goofy movie house. It is so cute. Now, because we don't have like garages or cars in The Sims, well, you can make a garage, but the doors were too wide, so I couldn't fit in this gap. I just basically used the garage bit as like an extension to the house because it's quite small anyway, so that's why that bit's kind of there, but I still have the basketball hoop on top. And I did add a couple of flowers just to kind of accessorize it a little bit, but other than that, it's like basically exactly what it is. I added a little porch that's in the movie. I didn't put anything on it either like in the movie. Okay, let's go into the house. So, oops, hello. Let's go to the first floor. So, on the right we have the kitchen, and before anybody questions it, I put this like Halloween curtains. I put these Halloween curtains in here because they're the only ones that fitted the size that I wanted for the curtains, and they're also the perfect like Goofy coloured green, and even like the black at the top. And also, Goofy is kind of associated with like clumsiness anyway, so I don't think it mattered too much. So there we go. That is that. I know I'm using Halloween curtains, but yeah, this whole kitchen's quite fun. I tried to base it off the Goofy movies kitchen / the Goof Troop show / the Disney Parks Goofy's house kitchen. But honestly, a lot of them have like really exaggerated proportions, so it was kind of hard to translate. So I ended up just going for like a more clean version of his kitchen, but you do still have some Goofy references. We've got some boxes on the ground, we've got some milk cartons, we've got some, you know, ripped up curtains, we've got cake because of course there's got cake on the table, and we've also got these green chairs. And yeah, I also love this flooring. That's the word, of flooring. I love this nice flooring because, I don't know, it just gives like cartoony vibes, it gives modern vibes, it just gives the perfect vibe. And I love this, like, I love it paired with the yellow wallpaper. And the yellow wallpaper is really nice as well, because this one I did directly take off from the one in Toontown, because his Toontown house has this really nice yellowy green wallpaper, and I decided to bring that over into this house, and it just looks so good. We have a little radiator in the back, which is quite nice. We've got one of our new items in the game. We've got this fan. We've got some paint buckets on the floor because, of course, Goofy's just left those lying around. A massive pipe. See what I mean? I try to include some of the exaggerated things like massive pipes and paint on the floor. You know, I try to include a lot of Goofy type situations. In here we have a bathroom, which is quite nice actually. We've got green carpets, toilet, a really nice shower. So yeah, this is it with the curtain in. Hang on, where's the shower? There we go. Really nice. See, curtains and lights are like the things I always forget to like do. So just like, I don't know. Anyways, we have the living room. Really cute. I love this sofa. I wanted something that's a bit messy. So obviously we have this in there. It also looks quite modern and nice because this house is meant to be sort of 2000s modern. We've got these super cartoony looking radios and lights. I really tried to emphasize the cartoony vibe in ways that I could. Like, emphasize the fact that, you know, Goofy's world is very exaggerated and cartoony. And yeah, that's kind of the whole downstairs. And then if we go upstairs, we have the bedroom. It's got a really tall ceiling, but I kind of like it. And this is like the Goofy and Max bedroom. I had to combine their rooms together because we just do not have the space for them to both have their own rooms. So I don't really know whose bed will be which. I was at first thinking this could be Max's bed, but then again it kind of gives off more Goofy vibes. So whichever way round, it doesn't really matter because they're both in the same room. But these are like the beds. There's clearly one for each of them. Like I said, I've got more of these cartoony, bright, colourful objects here, like with the clock. I added some greenery in here because honestly, this tall wall was hard to fill, so I did have to be a bit creative. But I did kind of like it. It's kind of cute, kind of interesting. Got these huge curtains, got all these wallpapers on the posters, I guess, on the wall. Because obviously Max is going to be putting those everywhere. Got some boxes, you know, we've got sports equipment, dresses, luggage, boxes, plant pots. I don't know, I tried to add some mess to it because I feel like you have to have a bit of a mess in Goofy's house. And yeah, I think it looks really cute. I love this room. I think it's probably my favourite room in this whole house. It just has a lot of character to it. But like I said, I don't think it really matters whose bed's who. Like I said, I was leaning towards Max for there, but it could honestly be either way around because Goofy is like equally as messy. It's like as messy as a teenager. And that is a tour of the entire house. It's really, really fun. I really, really like this one. And it's really traditional as well. We haven't really done very many traditional houses in this series. Done a couple, but not too many. So it's nice to have a more modern, traditional home. Now I'm going to spin the wheel so we can find out what our fourth and final one is for this video in part 2. Remember, there'll be 4 parts in total. Part 1 is already out, but this is the end of part 2. So let's find out what this final house is for this video and part 2. Which is this video. Definitely not confusing at all. Right, spin the wheel. We have. Ooh, okay, that is fun. I kind of wish I got it when I got Peter Pan a while ago, but you know. Right, we have Mary Poppins. Oh my gosh, I really wanted Mary Poppins and like Peter Pan to be next to each other, but they're destined to be separated. So yeah, we're gonna do Mary Poppins in this last spot. I've now done a Mary Poppins house. Also, if you see me changing clothes constantly, it's because it's taken me like it's taken me 2 to 3 days to do this challenge, this part 2, so that's why. Anyways, let's have a little look at this building. So this is the, I was about to say Snow White for a minute. This is the Mary Poppins house. This is where the Banks children live, and it looks pretty cool. Now you might be thinking, that house looks familiar. Not just because it's from Mary Poppins, but because I've already used this exact sort of house style and look for the Peter Pan one, which is obviously here. And that's because, well, they're both kind of set around the same time period, and the buildings quite literally look almost identical. So, you know, it's kind of unavoidable that they were going to look very similar, but yes. Obviously, the Mary Poppins one though, the Hair London house is a lot more brighter colours, a lot more blues, a lot more blacks, a lot more whites, and there's a lot more like more colourful foliage at the front as well. There's meant to be a second tree. Oh, there it is. It's hard to get it all in the picture because the Wreck-It Ralph house is just so big. It's like insane. Like I have to cut out that entire tree so I can fit the whole building in. Yeah, this is probably the best view you're gonna get. If I cut out both the trees, you can get quite a good picture of just the building. I really want to get like a glimpse with the trees, but like maybe we can go sideways and then kind of come around. And then miss out that tree. And then miss out that tree. Oh, well, let's just give you a bird's eye view with the trees. There you go. You can't see them from the front very well, but yeah, it's so cool. So we have the little door to let us in here, which is a lot of fun. Oh, there we go. Just kind of get the trees in there. So yeah, I've gone for a little blue door. A lot of the foliage is kind of the same vibe as a Peter Pan. Like I said, these two houses are super similar, but the interiors are pretty different. There's a lot more of a white and gold colour scheme to this house. So let's have a look at what's inside this house for Mary Poppins. We have a cute little dining room, we have the kitchen, and we have a cute little sitting area. Lots of golds, lots of whites. I tried to base it off some of the images from the movie. Not entirely though, not like an exact copy, so we don't have enough space for that, but I was very much inspired basically by their style, because obviously they are a rich family, their dad's a banker. And then we also have, is he a banker? Well, I'm pretty sure he's a banker. And then we also have some umbrellas, because obviously Mary Poppins famously has an umbrella. We go down here, we have the bathroom. Pretty fancy. In fact, I think their house is actually fancier than the Peter Pan house, which is kind of crazy, so I thought that one was really fancy. It's funny how both videos ended with like a fancy London house. Anyways, over here we have the children's room. Oh my gosh, look at this. It is so cute. I love this room. I think this is like absolutely my favourite room. And because they are so rich, they have like an entire room just for their bedroom. Like the entire top floor is just their bedroom. So yeah, we have Jane and Michael's beds. Obviously you can tell kind of who's who here. But it's really cute. And I've also left like a lot of rubbish on the floor, because that's kind of to represent like the Mary Poppins cleanup song, where she kind of encourages them to clean the room, and her magic kind of does some cleaning as well. Very iconic number, so I wanted to put like a bit of a reference to that by having a bit of mess on the floor, so it would encourage Mary Poppins to want to come and clean it up. This horse is meant to reference the horse, like the rocking horse in their bedroom, which is kind of cool. We've got a little reading nook with a bit of a typewriter and everything. We've got a toy chest, a Big Ben clock. We've got a little fireplace, we've got a basket, we've got more mess lying around. We've got this cute little sitting area. I just love this room. The colours just go so well together. The greens, the peaches, the yellows. A lot more of a peachy yellow blue colour scheme up here, along with obviously the white and the gold. But it turned out so good. I think Jane and Michael Banks' room just looks phenomenal. I'm just obsessed with it. And there we go. That is the Mary Poppins house done. It was pretty crazy to do, but it wasn't as crazy as the Wreck-It Ralph one this video. And there we go, and that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you guys return back again next week for part 3, where we'll be spinning around that wheel and making 4 brand new Disney houses. But if you love this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye everyone!